Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tenants Manager. This is episode number 7. Sorry about the delay on the release of this episode. I was supposed to have one in between the last episode and the episode you're seeing here, but IRL has been crazy busy for me, and I just have not had the time to sit down and film. But here we are. We're back at it. Plus, I've been looking for a delay or two, stretching things out a little bit for the next little while, hoping that update will come sooner or later. In the meantime, Uni is looking like she's certainly capable of coming out on top of a big tournament, the US Open Junior. So we are in New York for the US Open, and we have the 5 seed, number 8 ranked junior player in this first round. And this is a much tougher opponent than what we are likely to face over the next couple of rounds. So let's go ahead and play this one out, and then we would, if we could pass this, send those next couple of rounds. Literally the last tournament we were just in, we went head-to-head with this opponent and beat her. So let's see if we can make that 2 from 2. She goes long on that one, and we already find ourselves up in this first game. 30 love, that's again long, same spot. 40 love, great chance to take game number 1. Did that go over? It did. Hit the top of the net. Didn't look like it was going to get anywhere near clearing the net, but it somehow had enough top spin on it to carry on over. But we do win game number 1. Again long. She is consistently long on that baseline, which so far is really making life easy on us. Already up 30 love. Again long. 40. Finally, we have our first unforced error, and everybody celebrates. They don't love me. That's okay. She's the
30-40.
She's the expected winner here. They're here to support her. Nice second ball on the line, and wow, from up 40 love. We are at deuce right now, and ooh, missed that one. Ouch, that was an easy one. Many opportunities to break. Finally, there's that long baseline shot again that has given us back.
Advantage.
This time it was in. This time it just touches the line. We intentionally let it go, thinking it was going to be long, and it wasn't. And now it's a game apiece. Let's go ahead and speed things up here through the first set. Third game goes our way, and now again we're looking to break. 40-15, and we do break. It's 3-1. 4-1. Another chance to break, and we lead. 40-15, and now 40-30, and we break. So it's 5-1, first set, well in hand here. First set, well in hand. Advantage now.
Second
Set point.
Game and first
That's long. That's her downfall. She is really shooting herself in the foot here by hitting long over the baseline again and again and again. She did win that 1 point against us by just getting that ball on the line. But other than that, that was pretty easy for us. And we're pumped. We have plenty of stamina remaining. She's a little more tired than I am, but not by much. But she is troubled.
Second set.
Let's go ahead and start the second set a little bit quicker, especially as we were pretty comfortable in that first set. And immediately, game number 1 of set number 2 was another break, and we are already up 2 games to love. She does finally win on that next opportunity, but we've already given ourselves a pretty solid start here at 3-1 and looking to break again 40 love, and we do break without ever giving up any points, even though the service was hers. It's 4-1, chance to make it 5-1, and we are looking to cruise through this first round, and with easier opponents for the next couple of rounds, it looks like we're going to be heading into the later stages, most likely, of our first junior Grand Slam. Second round, comfortable victory, 6-2, 6-4. Third round, also comfortable, 6-1, 6-3. From here on out, we should see some tougher opposition. We're going to go ahead and quick sim one more. That'll give us the semis and the finals to watch. We'll see if we're actually make it that far, but this is the 13th ranked Noskova 10 seed here at this tournament. 6-0, 6-1. Doesn't get much more comfortable. The unforced errors were definitely the thing. We only made 6. The opposition making 19. Now, Robin Montgomery, who was a key player for us in last year's edition of this, Fervertova, who was with us for a while. We've seen a lot of names. Here's another one of the names that was a key player on our team in last year's edition, and that is Filipina Alexandra Iala. Iala was with us for quite a while, and we got her up into the top 30 in the world rankings before she eventually parted ways and wasn't one of our top players. But same with Fervertova. Can't see it behind my face cam, but
15 low.
Iala is very tired already. I mean, she's already down to about 65% on the stamina love. Also troubled, while we are pumped and quite fresh. I mean, we have just a little bit of fatigue as we're in the semifinal of this tournament, even though I only have 6 stamina. That's one of those key parts. Now, of course, as we lead 40 love here in this very first game, and we ace our way to winning the first game. The idea on stamina, right? Twofold. I shouldn't have, my stamina's like a 6 right now. I shouldn't be looking fresh like this, you would think. But there is 2 parts to that story, right? And the second part, as we go a bit long there, the second part to that story is the simple fact that I'm winning games without going to a third set. I'm winning matches without going to a third set. I'm winning matches with only playing 6, 7, 8 games in those sets. So at the end of a match, instead of playing what could amount to 30 games, that goes the distance, goes to 3 sets, is back and forth a lot. We are winning 30 love right here, on the verge of taking our second game already.
40 love.
And we are seeing sets that are only going
40, 50.
maybe 8 games on average,
4, second
and
set.
we're not going to 3 sets. So that's 16 games, right? 2 sets, 8 games played. We're only playing roughly 16 a match, where our opponents could be doing 20, 25, or even 30 games per match. So we are playing fewer games, and we are seeing multiple games that aren't going as deep, potentially, as what would be the normal, the average. Again, long, and we lead 3-1, and we get service back. Let's go ahead and speed things up through the rest of this first set. Leading 40 love here, it's set point. That one right down the line, that's great. The return, barely there. Well too long, not well played. That was an easy one. 6-1. Already up 5 games. We are now on match point. It's long, and we got it. 6-1, 6-0. Exactly my point here. That was 13 games played and numerous games. We didn't even give up a point. And this is our first junior major, the U.S. Open Grand Slam final. And it's for Vertova, who we have already faced 3 times and beaten her each and every one of those. That's 1 semifinal, 2 finals, this now being our 3rd final against Vertova. You would figure, regardless of outcome, win or lose here, though we are leading here in this first game, win or lose, this is going to see us climb up those junior rankings quite a bit. Now,
40, 15.
one of the things, right? I know quite a few of you wanted to defend the balancing. It was a common thing in the comments. Just say that, hey, maybe Uni is just that good. Maybe Uni is just that much of a prodigy. Her attributes are definitely coming along. Her attributes are climbing very quickly. Her potential is now somewhere between a 3 and 4.5 star range already here just in this first season. So potential high. Current ability 1.5 star. It's not uncommon to see a 2.5 star junior do well. So for that, you can go, okay, yeah, that's part of it. That is absolutely part of it. We thought that was going to go long. Not sure why we didn't play that one. If it's long, it's long. You play it off the bounce. It's already out before you play it, and therefore you're awarded the point. You're not going to be penalized for returning a ball that you think is going to be long. Ooh, try to attack the net, not our strong suit there.
4 second service.
That goes wide. Back into the lead here. Chance to make it 3 games from 3, and we do. Very early lead. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that our development has been good enough to be climbing the ladder a bit, let's say. As in, if I was playing those 30 tournaments, I should be winning those easily by this point. If I'm playing the 60 tournaments, I should be winning those pretty easily at this point. I don't think I should be winning the U.S. Open junior version, but I don't think I should be winning the U.S. Open right now. A lot of my technical attributes are still 3s and 4s. And only 2 technical attributes are at a level that's now respectable for junior ranks, that are good for junior ranks. And then I have a few that are respectable for junior ranks now. My backhand forehand accuracy is fairly decent, and that is making a difference because I'm making far fewer mistakes than my opponents. As you see from Fruvertova at the moment, she is finding a decent amount of accuracy. She's hitting the line, the baseline, sideline, repeatedly again and again, but still making quite a few mistakes. Why am I making so many fewer mistakes than my opponents? I have a good return. I have good accuracy. I don't have much power. But hitting it where they're not, when they're not fast, yeah, you're going to beat a lot of weaker junior players. I went for the right attributes early on to make us competitive, to make us strong. It just shouldn't be this strong. But anyway, it's 5 games that we're up already, and it's 30 love, now 40 love. It's set point. That's in.
15, 40.
She scores. She's on the board. 40-15. On the line. Got the return, though. That was good. Reach for that one. We're on the back foot, but she makes the mistake, and there you go. First set is ours. With service, we take game number 1 of the second set. Chance to break here. She got to 30. She did score a couple points there, but we still win that second game fairly comfortably and now go up 3 games love here in this second set. Another chance to break again, and it's 4 love. We're going to win this thing quite comfortably. 5. We're going to have to break if it's going to be this game. Match point, up 40 love. Good serve, but the return not that hard. That's in.
15, 40.
I actually finally watched a match. I've seen highlights a bit here and there. I certainly have seen highlights of like finals at Grand Slams where Osaka is going up against Venus Williams. And I'll watch highlights of that. But seeing the French Open and Rafael Nadal take on, it's a long name, 9th ranked Canadian player. I was surprised that Nadal, who is younger than me, looks about 10 years older than me right now. And he was on his back foot that whole time that I watched throughout that first set. And it ended up a 5-set thriller, and he came out on top. I don't know how he did that. The way he looked in that first set, it looked like he was going to lose. And then it wasn't going to be terribly close. But there's a reason why he's still ranked 5th in the world, I suppose. Of course, following the Grand Slam, that means that this period has come to an end. That was hard season number 2. By the way, it's mid-September, so we are closing in on the end of this first season. It's a second reason to look at it and go, okay, it's not crazy that we are successful at this point, but we're all the way up to 18th already in the rankings. We won 1,600 points during that stretch, of course, a lot of that coming from that Grand Slam victory just now. Prize money, though, still not a lot for the juniors. Pay just is not the same, but we were perfect over the last 2 stretches, winning all 4 tournaments. We did compete in 1 senior level tournament. We got 3 wins from 4 matches played. So that's where we draw the line right now. It looks like the juniors are already a step too easy, and maybe my focus next year will not be on the juniors, but on the World Tour. If that's where we are as a player, I mean, I suppose that's what we should be up to, right? My oh my, things change in a hurry. We are now the number 4 ranked junior, and we are the number 1 seed at a juniors 500 tournament in Cape Town.
Set.
5 matches, 5 comfortable wins. Nobody has offered us a challenge yet. This is the final. We are already taking an early lead. You can see our movement is very smooth. We're getting side to side quite easily, getting to a lot of balls that a lot of our opponents just can't reach. And with a little accuracy starting to show up, good returns starting to show up on the technical side of things. Some good mental attributes to go along with it. Good tactical skill. A strong aggressive tactic. Okay, fine. Fine. We are just too good for the junior ranks. After breaking in the first game, it looks like we could very well get broken here, as we are making some mistakes early on in this one. Love 40. Ooh, that ball looked like it was probably 3 to 4 inches long. Of course, the edge of the screen didn't show where the ball landed, but the flight of the ball looked like it was going well out. We had played her deep into the corner and she barely got it. It looked like that ball right there. We do lose that second game. Now we're trading, breaking each other, as it's now 40 love. And we've done just that. 3 games, 3 times. Either one of us have broken the other to get ahead. Ooh. Oh, wow, that went long. Okay. The arc definitely showed that it had some power to it, but again, long, and it's 30 love. Can we finally get a service win? Finally. It's only the 4th game, but still. Goes against the norm. Attack in the net. That close. I'm 3 feet away from the net, and I hit the ball straight into it. Ooh, how did she reach that one? She was nowhere near it. Coming from behind, we claim that 5th game of this first set. It's now 4-1. But neither one is doing well with service, and we do eventually come from behind again in that game. Both of those last 2 games were come from behind. And now at 40-15, it's a set point. Into the net. I hit the very top of the net. Thought it might bounce over, the way it happens to us quite frequently. but we do get the next one. It's 6-1. Set number 1 is ours.
Second.
Quick 4-game lead, 5-game lead. 40 love here for match
Fault.
point
Second service.
in the second set. She's certainly give us a run. This is 15th ranked player, something along those lines. 4 seed at this tournament, and we've gone up against here in the final. She gave us a little bit of a run there early in that first set, but then things suddenly got comfortable. Things started clicking, and we have won our first 500 level junior tournament, but now we've won everything there is to do in the juniors. And I have a feeling that unless we see an update that changes things, instead of focusing on the juniors, we are going to focus on the World Tour next season. It's the last one I'm going to do this year, but I got an invite wild card to another 80 level women's tour tournament. 3 rounds of qualifying. Let's see how we fare in this one. It's the 7 seed. We beat her 6-1, 6-1. Second and third rounds were both against much lower ranked opponents. The third round actually gave us a bit of a challenge. Looks like a regen. Iva Jovic. 6-4, 6-4 though. I think we went up against her in the previous women's tour tournament, did we not? Now we're talking. We've got a challenge ahead of us here, as my ranking is just outside of the top 1,000. Xiao, 333rd in the rankings. You have a couple other competitive matches for us, including that 1 seed potential in the round of 16. I'm happy with that. Let's hope we don't go suddenly deep into this tournament. Obviously, I've improved since that last 80 level tournament. It'd be nice to get knocked out right now. But we win the opener 6-1, 6-0. That's a top 400 opponent. Previously, we'd seen ourselves as top 600 equivalent. Now, apparently, top 400 is still pretty easy for us. Let's hope that just outside of the top 150. I mean, come on, that shouldn't be that good already, right? And we just knocked off the 1 seed. Her ranking's not that high. I only had 10 winners against her and 11 unforced errors. For me, that's not a good match. But she only had 10 winners and 27 unforced errors. Quarterfinal, Uni, the prodigy. If she's already knocked off the 1 seed, you'd make her the favorite. After winning the quarters 6-0, 6-1, now we head into the semifinals. Again, we're too strong. We've beaten everybody by a wide margin.
First set.
So we're in the finals up against a player in the top 250.
15 low.
Considering we're outside of the top 1,000,
30 low.
you know, we shouldn't do much. But of course, that ranking
40
is
low.
based on the fact that we've only even been in 2 World Tour events. So we know we're not really outside the top 1,000.
40,
We
50.
know we're better than that, but also shouldn't be beating
Game.
these first couple. We lose the first game.
Left. Second service.
I'm actually kind of hopeful here. I really don't want to already be winning World Tour tournaments, especially World Tour tournaments that aren't the lowest levels of World Tour
15 low.
tournaments. I'm hopeful that we are going to be overmatched, but so far this has been a much closer contest than literally any other match we've seen recently. But leading 5-4
And first set.
and then 40 love, we win that game. We win that first set. Yes, it was a tighter contest at 6-4, and we've had 1 round of this tournament that looked close like this, and none of the junior tournaments have given us this much of a challenge. But it's still a bit too easy. We win the first couple of games before finally losing 1. It's 3-2 now, 4-2, 4-3. Again with that closer contest, but definitely a notch above the opposition on this one.
30, 40.
And with a chance to win the match there,
Second service.
we're going to have to take another
Left.
attempt
Second
at it.
service.
40-30. That's
Deuce.
in. We're at deuce. Ooh,
Advantage.
that's in. plenty of time to get to that one, but frustration not reading the ball terribly well on the edge. That seems to be one of the only notable weaknesses that I have right now, other than just not hitting a ton of winners. Nice rally going here. That was in? No. That was out. Looked in. But it was very close. Either way. 5-4 now.
15 love.
By the way, the opponent, look how tired she is. You could actually see, not only beyond my face cam, that she is fatigued, but she is down to exhaustion level and stressed. We're enthusiastic and have plenty of stamina remaining here in this final, but we are obviously facing a deeper challenge than what we have faced in a lot of previous rounds. But it's 5-4 and 40 love now, 40-15 here in this game. It's match point yet again. That into the net. And it's 40-30. Another match point. That's long. Game, set, match. Tournament in the books. Our first ever women's tour victory here. 80 level. Based on the money that we have, $634K, we're looking at our upgrades in the business center. Of course, these are the most profitable. The heliport is the one that offers the most money, and it is actually fairly affordable. So the heliport, the expenses are $10K, but that's an extra $71,000. It does take 4 months to finish, but $71,000 a month, almost $72,000 a month, is a huge boost to our income. So let's go ahead and get that upgrade on the go. There is yet another one. We are climbing that ladder pretty quickly on the business center, which is that revenue source. Looking good there. All right, so it's now October. We are approaching the end of the season. We do have a few tournaments left at a junior finals. I mean, we are clearly high enough now to qualify, probably be good enough to win it. And if we do, of course, that means I think we're done with the junior rankings. We're already winning low-level women's tour. Makes sense that that's the direction we go here with Uni, even though Uni is quite young. That's going to do it for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.